Hey, good Tuesday morning, everyone. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. 2021, I got that worked out. It's the right year. And still some amazingly quiet weather for Michigan and the Great Lakes region. The storm track is going to shift to the south. A couple of snowstorms and ice storms in the south if you're a snowbird and driving to Florida. I'll highlight that a little bit here. And we'll look to see if there's any real true winter weather in sight. Now, I want to emphasize that even though I'm talking about mild temperatures, it's still wintry, of course, 30, 31, 32, 35 degrees or so. It's not run around in shorts type weather, but it's certainly not as harsh as it could be in a lot of times. Now, here's your current radar. We've had some light snow shifting east. It runs in a corridor basically down I-75 and US 127 moving toward the east. There's been some freezing drizzle in there too, so be careful on some slick spots that could creep up on you this morning, but that is diminishing and should be done in the next hour or two as it moves on to the east. All right, sorry. I'm going to be a meteorologist, and I'm going to give you a map with a lot of squiggly lines on it and help you understand. First off, this is the European model, and then we're going to look at the U.S. model. And what we're looking at here is the surface pattern for storm centers and big high pressure centers. We're basically trying to see where the storm centers are, how much precipitation they lay down, and where the cold air is. And then we'll look at the U.S. model too, and seeing a sign of possible start to a change, but it's way, way out at the end of the model run. Hey, let's say good morning to some folks. Bernadette Ellis, good morning. Jackson, good morning. Grass Lake, Joanne Gould. Alicia Shields-Carr, good morning to you. And Kelly Master says the kiddos need more snow. Not just the kiddos, the adultos need some snow too. All right, so we go through today and tomorrow, and it's dry and it's quiet. And in fact, the next 10 days really are quiet, as you'll see the storm system form in the south, down in Mississippi and Alabama. And there's enough cold air down there that there will be a spot of heavy snow and freezing rain. So this is Friday morning into the southeast. If you're heading to Florida Friday, could be a mess. You'd want to take I-65 rather than I-75 and keep an eye on that. I will update you on that as we go. And then as we go into Saturday, we're still just got nothing going on. And the next storm system takes about the same track, although a little farther south even, early next week. Maybe another storm in the southeast, maybe the snow band a little farther southeast into Georgia and South Carolina, while we still have about normal to slightly warmer by a couple of degrees warmer than normal temperatures. Nothing brutal just yet. And as we go out into toward the end of next week, that's the end of the model run. And what do I see? I see a cold front in Alberta Clipper and maybe some slightly colder air up to the north. That could be the sign of, at least if we're going to get some cold, it might be around January 15th or a few days later. Here's the U.S. model showing that same storm system, same time period, Friday morning, Tennessee, Knoxville, and Chattanooga, and that area. So watch out on I-75 Friday morning if you're heading south. And again, still very quiet weather pattern. There's that second storm, not as far south as the European showed, but it's there also early next week for a snowstorm in northern Georgia and Kentucky, or Tennessee rather, Carolinas, maybe parts of Alabama. Nothing for us yet. And then as we get into about the 15th, there's the Alberta Clipper. What's nice now is they've tweaked the models, and it seems like they're both agreeing pretty close. We're out 10 days here. So there's your Alberta Clipper. That's our next chance of snowfall in Michigan, would be about January 15th. Significant snowfall, several inches widespread. we're at the time of the year where we can always get a patch of flurries, and a spot off the lake can get an inch or two here or there, but nothing widespread. And we go out 16 days, and still we stay quite dry. Craig Thornton, yes, so far not much snow in a lot of places. I just wrote a post about that yesterday. So if you're interested in how low you are on snowfall, you can check that out on MLive. All right, high temperatures, pretty steady. That's one of the most amazing things about this pattern to me, is that usually, at least in a quiet weather pattern in January, you get a 10-degree fluctuation in some days. So we're low to mid 30s today. We're 34-ish in a lot of places on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're maybe just a touch colder by a degree or two. Friday and Saturday look like they will be a little bit colder by about 4 degrees. So, hey, what's up, Jeff Gilbert? Good morning. And so then we're looking at upper 20s, low 30s on Saturday. And for Sunday, we're looking at low 30s, Monday, low 30s. So again, I want to emphasize, I'm not talking warm, run around in your shorts, wow, the sun's out, everything's melting. We're just talking not quite as cold as it would be normally. Hey, good morning, Keith Ackerman. Michelle Snow, any chance of some sunshine soon, even a peak? Yes, we get what we call a trapping inversion, where it's a little warmer aloft and the clouds get stuck at the ground here. That's the depressing part, I think, for most all of us. If you're a snow lover or a snow hater, you would certainly like to see a little bit of sunshine from time to time. And without a storm system, there is hope for the clouds to break occasionally and get a little sunshine. But right now, it does not look like there's a strong clearing pattern. You just have to take what you can get, and it's not going to be much. Good morning, Shelley Gray from Port Huron. Nice to hear from Port Huron this morning. Great area. I love that part of Michigan. So last thing I'll leave you with is the temperature anomaly. So this puts you in pretty good perspective about 10 days, how warm we will be. So what you're seeing is the degrees above or below normal in Fahrenheit at the surface. So, for example, today, when we're talking about mid 30s, we're talking about some places about 10, 11 degrees warmer than normal, especially at night with the clouds and not a big temperature fluctuation. So, Wednesday, warmer than normal. Thursday, warmer than normal. Now, remember, Friday I said it's going to cool a touch, so we're going to be just about normal, a degree or two either side of normal on the weekend. This is Sunday, and then we're into Monday of next week, and Tuesday looks like we get a little bit warmer ahead of that potential cold front. So Wednesday we're warmer than normal, and Thursday, and that's about all we get. And then you can start to see about the 15th how we might turn maybe 5, maybe 10 degrees colder than normal. That would be highs in the low 20s in a lot of places. That's about it. That's all I got for you. Okay. So, still continuing a quiet weather pattern, a little bit of freezing drizzle in spots this morning. Just be careful. Use your common sense. And then you've got some great travel conditions across Michigan for this time of the year. Watch Friday in the southeast if you're heading that way, or if you know a snowbird that's finally getting to, say, Florida or the Carolinas or Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. Have them watch the weather with me on Friday, and another storm system for them also next week. There you have it. Complete weather update, right? Thanks for joining me on this MLive morning weather update. We'll talk to you a little bit later. I'm going to be posting a couple of things today. We have a sudden stratospheric warming taking place. What does that mean? I'm going to talk to a guy that I follow on Twitter that seems to have a real good grasp of this, seems to study it quite a bit. And so I'm going to write up about that. And we're looking at a few more things to talk to you about. Also, lightning across the U.S. this year was down quite a bit by 54 million strokes. There's a company that actually adds up all the lightning strikes. I'm going to post about that hopefully for you later on today. Thanks for joining me. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.